is all about after effects, the ones that annoy you, frighten you, and even surprise you. And Eileen from Victor, New York has this question to get us started.
That's a great question. Have you ever thought of using, well, you use men's aftershave,
Now,
but...
first off, whose leg was that? You or you?
Well, definitely
Not my leg.
No, definitely. But, well, women should think about this, especially if you shave your legs. It's not for down there shaving, though. No, this is for, like,
Good to
legs
clarify.
and other parts. Exactly. So you can use men's aftershave, but you have to be selective about it. You don't want ones with harsh alcohols in them because they can dry out your skin and they can sting and they can cause irritations. You can also get ones that have more soothing antiseptics in them and have emollients like aloe vera and gendarme, which is a soothing balm, actually does this for the skin. So you really want to look, you want to be selective if you use aftershave, but a lot of women haven't thought of using aftershave after they shave their legs.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
Now, we've all heard of snacking before meals, although nobody here would do that, right? Right.
Oh, never.
Of course
Julia,
not.
Never.
Well, we've got Jera on the line from Ashland, Oregon, and she has a little different issue. Jera, are you there? What's going on?
Hello. Well, my boyfriend likes to snack after big meals, and he's trying to lose weight, and I'm wondering if there's any tips to help him out.
Okay, let me give you a couple of tips for this. First of all, what you want to do is express your feelings to him without nagging him and without pestering him. So let him know that you're concerned. Let him know you worry about him, how much you love him. Then ask him, communicate with him about how he wants to be supported. What ways could you help him? Could it be coming up with new healthy recipes? Could it be going for a walk with him after dinner? And then last, here's a little trick. I hate to teach you to manipulate people, but in this case, I think it's justified. One of the things that you can do is ask leading questions to him about what he sees in your future, what he wants for your relationship, so that he kind of arrives at the conclusion of a healthy life as his idea and doesn't interpret it as you nagging. Because when you force somebody into a decision, the first thing they're going to do is resist.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
That's the best way to train men anyway. You want them to always think it's their idea. Plenty of wives have done that.
Hello? I'm listening.
Thank you
I'm writing that down.
calling,
So that's
Jera.
what you guys are doing tonight.
Yes, we're training you.
Now, we've also got Ellie from Morrison, Colorado on the phone, who's worried about her 4-year-old son after he goes to bed. What's your concern, Ellie?
I have a 4-year-old son who is potty trained and was recently taken out of his bedtime pull-ups. He started getting up in the middle of the night alone. Are there any precautions I can take as a concerned parent?
Oh, that's a good question, Ellie. I've got a boy and a girl, and the girl was really easy to potty train. My boy, forget it. I mean, you know, as a parent, sometimes at night, just keeping in the pull-up until he stays dry, just out of maturity, sometimes that's the best strategy because it's easy and it's no messes and it's not a big deal. So do understand that just not worrying about it and using a pull-up for the next year or 2 or 3 or 4 is not a problem. But if he's already getting up and you want him to be safe, there's a couple of strategies. First, obviously, you know, cut down on the fluids after dinner. No caffeine at all. Caffeine's a drug. Kids should not get caffeine at all anytime, but it's also a diuretic, and that can increase the urine, so you want to stay away from caffeine. Now, there's a little exercise I like to do. Do it at bedtime. When you're tucking him in, you call it potty practice. And basically, you have him pretend to be asleep, and then you pretend to be his bladder, and you say, "Brody, this is your bladder. Brody, I'm getting full. I need you to wake up, Brody."
This is your
and then
bladder, guys.
this is your bladder. Please wake up. And then he pretends to wake up and then walks to the bathroom and goes potty. And it's kind of like a visualization exercise. And just by doing that at bedtime every night, when he does wake up in the middle of the night, he'll kind of have that programmed in his brain already, and he'll be able to do it.
And he knows the route.
Yeah, he
Night
knows the
lights
route.
are good, too.
Yes.
Keep
Night
those
lights, make
on
sure the path is clear.
Can you
so
do
he
that
doesn't
with
stumble
men
over.
too? Tomorrow.